next question is why is it not at 200?
I think the big question is the spending. Can we prove that AI, and specifically the GPU data center revolution, can it bring in enough revenue to be supplement what we're spending to do it, right? Mark Zuckerberg obviously is well documented saying that I'm okay with overspending because we can't miss on this, but some companies won't be able to do that. So will we overshoot this, right? And if we overshoot this, that means people have spent a lot of money with Nvidia because their GPUs are going to be the leaders in this. The uncertainty around that circular economy, which we talked about in terms of, and I kind of alluded to it with the software situation, you're selling the hardware to the software companies, right? Those software companies are now competing with you in the software space. At a certain point, you're going to not have customers because your product is going to be better. They're using your GPUs to get better, and you're using your GPUs to get better. Something is not going to work in that space. And then you get a CoreWeave or a Nvidia where there are people who can't afford the GPUs at the level you're selling for, so they rent the cloud. The circular economy of it, the uncertainty of if we're going to be able to maximize the revenue from the spend causes the uncertainty. Obviously now with the geopolitical situation, that adds to it. Can we make enough money to justify the spend? And I think that's what's holding Nvidia back, which is interesting because you see sectors like the memory sector, like Micron and SanDisk are still running, right? But those components only work if you have a graphic processing unit or a CPU, right? Those are what those memory chips are for. And so it's interesting. Like I said, I'd be surprised if it's not over 230 by the end of the year.